Honestly, I'm not quite sure. I guess we'll do some more tests tomorrow, but finish the game on it, so I don't think it's going to be a big deal.
How much pain were you in? And we saw you limp, right afterwards and everything. You obviously fought through it, but what's your sense of how it feels?
It's pretty sore. It's football.
Josh, what kicked you guys into rhythm there in the second half? What led you to find rhythm that's been kind of sporadic?
Yeah. I think we had a good talk at halftime. Guys responded well. I know the score is what the score was, but I'm damn proud of our team and how we fought in that second half, and that's who we are. That's the team I've known to love and to know, really. Guys that are just resilient, guys that want to fight for each other. And again, it is what it is. The score is what the score was. But to come out and play that way, I'm proud of our team, of how we did it. Honestly, we wish the end result was different, but I'm super proud of our guys.
Is it fair to read more into that, Josh, in the sense, obviously no moral victories, you're saying that, but given what this team has been through, the inconsistency we've seen, Monday night, all of that kind of rolled into, when you look at what happened in the second half, do you feel as if you kind of found yourselves?
Well, I think there's many teams that would have folded in that position, especially coming out in the second half, and we didn't move the ball like we wanted to early, getting the ball back at half. But like I said, we just got guys that we want to win. We want to be great. And with how we respond in that second half, again, that's the team that we've got to be going forward. And we understand that, and we know that, and I don't expect anything else.
Josh, do you worry at this point in the season that with this many losses, though, that the idea of controlling your own destiny may have gotten away from you at this point?
I mean, I still think we control our own destiny. I don't know what the playoff picture looks like. That's neither here nor there. But at this point in time, we got to go 1-0 each week, and it starts this next week. We gotta find a way to put together a good game plan, start winning football games. Again, we talk about playoff caliber, and that's our goal, is to punch our ticket into the playoffs, no matter how that be. So that's looking at the bigger picture. Obviously, that's not what we're going to do. We're going to focus one game at a time and do what we need to do.
Josh, in the first half, the blitzes were effective. In the second half, it seemed like you guys made some interesting adjustments at halftime. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. Obviously, they were doing a lot of these, they're called change pressures, where they'll drop a D lineman and bring someone from the secondary or linebacking core, and they were kind of giving us some fits, and I wasn't seeing things as clearly as they should have. But just getting back to some of our base stuff and relying on that, trusting the rules. If they wanted to bring that, and typically resulted in dropping somebody. So just trying to decipher that, find the guy quickly, and give him a chance.
Josh, after the second half touchdown, one of them at least, maybe two, it looked like you went directly to the sideline. What was going on in those moments as you were kind of dealing with the injury in those moments?
Well, I mean, understanding the situation of let's not celebrate, let's not, we want to be happy when we score. Yes, it is hard to score in this league, but the job at that point was, we got to score more. So getting off to the sideline, trying to sit down, talk with the coaches, figure out what we're going to try to do going forward. Our defense played, lights out in that second half. I'm proud of how they played. And unfortunately, they made one more play than we did.
How was the decision made, Josh, for you to stay in the game? You mentioned feeling pretty sore. Were the trainers, obviously the trainers were comfortable with you, with the idea of you staying in the game? Were you telling them that you wanted to, and just how was that decision reached?
Yeah, there's no way I was going out.
Josh, you were the primary, looked like you were the primary ball carrier tonight for all intents and purposes. Just what was your leeway there? Because I know you took advantage of openings when you saw them, even if you dropped back to pass, but then there were other design runs. Can you just kind of walk us through as much as you can, kind of what the approach was?
Yeah, we wanted to get a little creative in the run game, and when you have quarterback runs, design quarterback runs, you get an extra blocker, and that's tough fit for the defense sometimes. So whether we do that moving forward is not up to me. But again, I just want to do whatever I can to help this team win a football game.
Josh, how important was it coming out in that second half to get Devin Singletary over there? How much did that help the offense from the structure standpoint?
I mean, it helped a lot. Just I know when he had opportunities to run the ball. He ran it well, made some good plays in the passing game too, and we're going to need more of that going forward.
Josh, Mitch said there were communication issues early, like in the first quarter, yet you guys got it going later in the game. How does that happen early in a game when you guys are prepared and maybe scripted plays or whatever it is in the beginning of the game?
Yeah, well, again, every game's a different situation. Sometimes you practice one thing and they show something completely different. But yeah, that's something obviously we want to work on. We want to be ready to go right off the rip and have fast starts. Again, yeah, it just wasn't in our favor tonight.
What did Gabe Davis show you on that fourth down conversion?
I mean, I got to the sideline after we kicked the field goal, and he just looked over and said, "Thanks for trusting me." That's a guy that obviously has been limited in his opportunities this year. But again, he shows up when he has to, and we're going to need more of him going forward. You know, I don't know the extent of Emmanuel, of what happened with him. You know, hopefully we can get him back as soon as possible. But you know, Gabe's just a guy that, again, he doesn't complain. He doesn't say much. He puts his head down and he works extremely hard. He's, you know, one of the guys in the locker room that everybody loves and gravitates towards. And typically, when you do that, you have that type of mindset and work ethic. Typically, plays are going to work out in your favor more often than not.
As much as it sucks to be down 20 points, it has to feel pretty good to be able to call back like you did. I know you mentioned the pride, but can you put us in your mind or in the huddle as the game's going back and you are coming back? Can you describe what that's like?
Yeah, I mean, you talk about momentum. You can't see it, but you feel it. And when we're in the huddle, we weren't going to be stopped in that manner. That's the mindset that we had. Again, unfortunately, they made one more play than we did, and you know, hindsight's 20/20, and we can't change anything. But I've said this before, but I think this win or this loss can really pull a team together, and the feeling in the locker room after the game, you know, we're pissed off we didn't win, but the unity and how we were brought together in that second half, I think it's going to pay dividends going forward.
Last one.
Wanted to stay in the game. Was there any conversation about maybe, I know you running the football was working, but limiting your movement, because you kept running the ball after the injury?
Yeah, I mean, again, I want to do anything in my power to help this team win football games, but whatever the play call is, whatever the look is, if there's an opportunity for me to run via design play or drop back, that's, in my mind, that's the best possible opportunity for me to help this team win football games. Thank you, guys.